Alright, good afternoon. Today we're going to take a look at another feature from Google Maps that can help us visualize a particular area on the map utilizing, again, you guessed it, that globe view that we covered in the last video where we talked about zooming out to space and observing different planets in the solar system. So we're going to do another globe view feature again today, but this one is back here on Earth. Go to Google Maps to do it. Look for that layers box in the lower left of the map. Go to more, go down to map type, select globe view and satellite. So we have hardware acceleration enabled, we have globe view enabled. Then we can use the control key on the keyboard combined with the left mouse button and then just pull the cursor up and down on the screen. Visualize like we're coming out of the clouds on an airplane, descending onto an area, and just redimensionalize the terrain. So what we can do right now, we're looking down on an area in a city, and we can see there's some like mounds of dirt and maybe some cars in the area, but we can get another viewpoint and turn everything into kind of a 3D representation or a 3D model of the map if we're in globe view by holding down the control key on the keyboard and then holding down the left mouse button on the mouse and then pull the mouse left and right to spin or back and forth to change the trajectory from which we're viewing the area. A little bit more angularity. Just a different vantage point of the area. Wrap our head around the layout. Here we see not only is there mounds of dirt, but there's also like a silo. There's vehicles here, and you can kind of see which kind of tractors. And I mean, it's a three-dimensional representation, so it may not be 100% accurate, but it kind of gives you a different feeling about the area.
Different perspective.
I can kind of connect with this area a little bit better, or a little bit differently than I could with the straight-up satellite view. Now, the satellite view will usually be a little bit clearer, but this view, it can serve some purposes. If you're driving to this area and you want to know how to navigate it, you might get just a different or a better feel for the area by skewing the map and kind of just coming down.
Tilt the map.
Identify what's around the area. Like here we see a subway sign just randomly back there, and you can kind of see how it's positioned behind this building as opposed to just the straight up satellite view. You can see it's on something. It's part of some kind of scaffolding or some kind of tubular frame attachment. You couldn't really see that from satellite view. And here's some train tracks. You can see the train, the railroad cars on the train tracks. You could just get a whole different feel for the same area. Gives you a different kind of map before maybe you drive there, or maybe you're thinking about purchasing it, or you're thinking about frequenting the area. You just want to know what's going on in this area of the city in which you're living. Just get a different view of what's going on. Utilizing this method, this functionality on the Google Maps Globe View. So hopefully this helps you just kind of come down and take a look around on your system as well.
Tilt the map.
You can rotate it so you can change the directional position of the map, tilt the map, different angle, different perspective, different vantage point. Seeing those dimensions, the third dimension. Three-dimensionalize the terrain. It's a little bit more angularity. Granularity? Some kind of larity.
Hilarity.